Hi everyone, it's Kat here and Jake as well from Acre Farm. Jake didn't go to work today, did you, buddy? So he's going to be hanging with me in the garden today. So we have got number 6. We're going to be planting that. And then I've also got, hello, I've also got some fairy lights. So we'll pop them up. It's 24 meters, 24.4 meters. So keeping him awake apparently. So yeah, I don't know how long that'll be around. Well, obviously it's going to be 24. Sometimes I say things and I'm like, that was just silly, but that's not what I was meaning. Is obviously it's 24.4 meters, so that's how long it's going to be. But what I'm meaning to say is I don't know how far around the veggie patch fence it'll get, but we'll have a look. I might do a quick bit of measuring out. Yeah, let's go see what this seed packet is. Everlasting Daisies Salmon Rose. Ooh, that's going to be a nice colour. Oh wow, there's lots too. Ooh. Thanks for helping. Yeah, good boy. Okay, so I've just done a sort of a very rough measure of the veggie patch. So from this corner all the way up to the other corner, it's around about 22, 23 meters. So I didn't actually look to see how long the fairy lights were when I bought them, but I was actually thinking I wanted it to go the whole way around. So clearly we're not going to be able to do that. But I think what I'll do is I'll just do it on the front part, and then where the gate is, I really want to set up an archway there where the kiwi fruit is. So I'll take you down and show you. So we've got our kiwi fruit planted, but we haven't got the archway yet. And we still need to fix up the fence from when I'd moved it along. But that might be a nice little incentive to just get it done. So that's the entrance there with our little makeshift gate. And then over here, we've got our kiwi fruit with a very small little trellis there. We need to get a bigger one. But we just found that and was just in, I think he nearly mowed over it. But yeah, so the plan is to have a great big archway that goes all the way over with the kiwi fruit growing on it. Start the solar lights down that end, and that end gets a lot of sun, so that'll be good for the little solar panel. And then yeah, I'll just leave a bit here and just try to get around to making an archway. There we go, all done. So I've just doubled it back a little bit on itself. But that'll work all right. I think that'll look nice. It'll look good at night time. So that's like probably the first little Christmassy thing I've done. Yeah, I love Christmas. I do. But I sort of end up leaving decorating and all of that until the very last minute. But hey, what is it, the 6th today, and got some lights up, so I'm doing all right. And I think I might actually try to do the tree tomorrow. See how we go. Haven't got anything planned yet, so Depends on the weather though. I've been so busy in the garden too that it's like there's priorities. All right. So tonight I'm cooking up a Asian inspired chicken stir fry. So I've got some tips that I got for tenderising the chicken, and it's actually from Amanda, who is from Rockpile Off-Grid Homesteading. I thought I would just bring you along while I cook some dinner. We're doing a chicken stir fry with sort of like an Asian inspired sauce. And I'm also using some tips from Amanda from Rockpile Off-Grid Homestead. It's another amazing channel that you guys should definitely check out. They're awesome. They're really they seem like such down-to-earth people. They're Australian as well. They're in WA. And the stuff that they're doing is incredible. It's really, really cool. They're both tradies, but then they've bought a place that's on 100 acres on some land that had nothing on it. So there was just sheep there when they first moved there. So they have been building their own off-grid little house, and yeah, they've got some really great content, so you should go and check them out. So I'm using some of Amanda's tips with chicken. I'm doing a lot because I like to make up like just a heap of food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use half of the chicken to do our dinner tonight, and then I'll use the other half. I'll cook up the other half with the sauce. I'm not going to add noodles to that one, but I'll just pop it in the freezer so we can grab it out when we're tired and we don't feel like cooking. So the first thing she said is to butterfly the chicken. I've cut off all the fatty bits, so I don't know how I'm going to go with, but like opening out she said it should be like the shape of a heart. I'm not going to be as good as what she is with it, but give it a go. And then beat it so that it's all sort of one thickness as well. So I'll see how I go with that.
Dry blind them, so I cover them in salt and put them aside or in the fridge. At least 20 minutes. These ones I did earlier in the day, and they get all tender and flavourful. And then I go into my sauce. Also, you beat them out so they're all like an even thickness, so they cook evenly. From there, I will dry blind them, so I cover them in salt and put them aside or in the fridge. At least 20 minutes. These ones I did earlier in the day, and they get all like tender and flavourful.
So now I'm just going to make up the sauce for it. The chicken is in the fridge, and what was it called? The cold brine. So I'll let you know how it goes. So for the sauce, I'm actually using, it's one of my favourite, it's like my go-to website that I use for a lot of the recipes It's called Recipe 10 Eats, and yeah, it's awesome too. You should check that out. So it's got corn flour, soy, mirin seasoning, I think. Is it? Yeah. So Chinese cooking wine or mirin, oyster sauce, seasoning oil, and a bit of pepper. So because I'm doing the double of the chicken breasts, I'm doing 4 chicken breasts, so I'll be doubling the recipe. But what I'll do is in the description, I'll put in all of the measurements that I use, and I'll include it for just 2 chicken breasts. But yeah, you can double it and make extra like I am if you would like. Okay. I've got the cooking measurement spoons, but I always just grab a tablespoon. Just use a normal one. But yeah, I know it's not exactly the right thing to do, but it's what I do. So 2 tablespoons of corn flour. So I need to do 4. Then 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, so I'll do 6. Then 1.5 tablespoons, so 1.5 tablespoons of the Chinese cooking wine or mirin. So I'm doubling it, so I did 3 tablespoons. Then 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce, so I'll do 6 of these. And then 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. I'm just gonna do 1 tablespoon and just add a little bit extra, but I'll do 2 because I'm doubling it. But yeah, so it says 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. And then a dash of white pepper, but I usually black. It's be a bit more than a dash, but we like our pepper. Then, yeah, it just says to mix corn flour and soy. Oh, okay, so the recipe says to mix the corn flour and then the soy, and then add everything else, but I've done a classic me and I've just put everything all in the one bowl. It'll be fine. Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Well, actually, no, because I did say to add it all into the one bowl. Do as the recipe says, not as I do. So the veggies that we'll be using is our own garlic, some coriander from the garden, some coriander flowers, and some coriander seeds. They are delicious. They like pop in your mouth when you eat them. And some chive flowers as well. Red, green capsicum, and got some peas here from my mum's garden. Some snow peas and some sugar snap peas. Oh, and some beans and some pak choy as well. So I'll give everything a quick rinse and chop it up and just get it ready to put in. So bowl for the chickens. So yeah, so I'll start the tips for what is it? It's not marinating. Hi everyone, Kat here from Acre Farm. I just thought, oh, I can just see a little bit of fluff on there. There we go, hopefully that's better. Start again. Hi everyone, Kat here from Acre Farm. Just realised I just had a sudden thought that I was meant to be doing teaspoons, but no, it's tablespoons. Oh, it's not open. Oops, oh my God, I just spilled it. Definitely don't do as I do.